Seiko SARB065 is a watch that has quickly gained a cult following in the watch community. But how does it compare to Swiss alternatives like the Hamilton Jazzmaster Viewmatic? In this video, these two watches will go head-to-head in 5 different categories, and a winner will be crowned. The Seiko SARB065 comes with Seiko's standard in-house 6R15C movement, which is renowned for its durability and long time between services. But that isn't why most consumers are drawn to this watch. The SARB065's beautiful pinstripe dial and 60s-era styling attracts a large crowd of admirers. But is it enough to overlook the watch's negatives? Because of the watch's hardlex crystal, inaccurate hour marker placement, and poor strap quality, the SARB065 earns an 8 out of 10 in terms of the value it offers to a potential buyer. The Hamilton Jazzmaster Viewmatic strap, on the other hand, oozes quality and refinement from every perfect cream-colored stitch. In addition, the mixed brushed and polished finishing on the Hamilton's case makes the watch dance in the light. These two elements, combined with the watch's cleverly integrated loom and smooth winding action, establish the Hamilton as a must-own watch. The Hamilton's plain date window, however, keeps the watch from perfection. Thus, the Hamilton earns a 9.5 out of 10 in terms of value. The 6R15C's reputation for being robust is not its only selling point. When testing our SARB065, the movement was incredibly accurate, only gaining 1.25 seconds per day. In addition, the movement lasted 50 hours before needing to be recharged. However, this long power reserve doesn't come without a trade-off. The 6R15C movement operates at 3 Hz, meaning the watch only ticks 6 times per second. This makes the sweep of the second hand a little less smooth. In addition, the movement contains 23 joules, although these joules seem to be much smaller than Swiss counterparts. In our experience, it was also hard to adjust the time slightly backwards when setting the watch. For these reasons, the SARB065's movement earns a 9 out of 10. The Hamilton's elaborated grade ETA 2824-2 movement addresses most of the problems of the SARB065's movement at the expense of accuracy and a slightly lower power reserve. The ETA 2824-2 movement contains 25 joules, operates at 4 Hz or 8 ticks per second, and has a power reserve of 42 hours. Unfortunately, we were unable to run accuracy tests on the Hamilton before this video came out, but the movement is specified to be at most 7 seconds off per day. This may seem like a lot, but we'd like to issue a friendly reminder that taking it to a watch jeweler for an adjustment can fix these problems. For these reasons, the Hamilton's movement earns a 9 out of 10. The SARB065's 60s-era design and flashy pinstripe dial give the watch a certain allure. The styling of the watch is enhanced by sword-style hands, domed crystal, and matching polish located on the hands, hour markers, and case. Coming in at 40 millimeters, the watch is small enough to remain unobtrusive, yet large enough to be in style. When using the watch as a dress watch, however, a few design elements come back to bite you. For example, the watch is 13.1 millimeters thick, making it hard to fit underneath the shirt cuff. In addition, the watch's gaudy strap and flashy design may draw unwanted attention to your Seiko in a business setting. Because of this, the SARB065 and its design earns a 9 out of 10. The Hamilton, on the other hand, is much better suited for a business setting. At 12 millimeters thick, it is easier to fit underneath a cuff than the SARB065. In addition, the Hamilton's lugs curve down to match the curvature of your wrist, making the watch sit even lower. The alligator calf strap and wonderful cream stitching would work well in a business setting, and they add to a very subtle style of the watch. The only downside to the Hamilton is its size at 44 millimeters in diameter. The Hamilton has done a good job making the watch feel less chunky than it is, but it still does feel big at times. The size of the watch prevents it from receiving a perfect score, but the Hamilton's design earns a 9.5 out of 10. The SARB065 is incredibly usable. Its movement is durable and parts are readily available if it needs to be repaired. In addition, the watch's case feels well built and capable of sustaining everyday wear. However, the watch's Hardlex crystal is more prone to scratches than sapphire glass. With a 5-bar water resistance, the watch is able to be taken into the shower, but we do not recommend swimming with this piece. The watch's bluish tint limits the versatility of the watch, and we recommend wearing the watch with a new black or dark blue strap. Because of the SARB065's low scratch tolerance and limited versatility, it earns a 9 out of 10 in usability. The Hamilton is just a step above the Seiko in regard to usability. Its ETA 2824-2 movement is commonplace, making the watch easy to service. The Hamilton's case is a bit wider and more durable than the SARB065's. The watch also sports a sapphire glass, making the front of the case almost impossible to scratch. At 10 bars of water resistance, the Hamilton screwed down case back can sustain swimming conditions. Finally, the Hamilton's subtle styling makes it more versatile than the SARB065. In addition, larger watches are in vogue these days. The Hamilton, without any major flaws, earns a perfect score in usability. The Seiko's pinstripe dial in 60s styling makes the watch stand out in a crowd. But aside from the design, the watch's merits are not super impressive. No one is going to be wowed by the specs of the SARB065, except for, of course, watch nerds like me. It may start a conversation in a bar, but that conversation will quickly end. For these reasons, the SARB065 earns a 9 out of 10 for wow factor. The Hamilton is more subtle than the SARB065, and for this reason, it will not wow people from across the room. The watch is a bit nicer of a package in almost every category. It is 4 millimeters larger, and it has a sexy strap, but it looks and feels like an everyman's watch. These criticisms are not inherently bad for this price point, but you will not be peacocking when wearing this piece. For this reason, the Hamilton earns a 9 out of 10 for wow factor. With both scores tallied, the Seiko has earned 88 points, while the Hamilton has earned 94 points. Thus, the Hamilton has won this showdown. Thank you for watching. Let us know your opinions in the comments section and subscribe for more watch videos.